Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali. Today we're going to be talking about some Call of Duty Ghost details that haven't been covered yet by many people because they're sort of like little things, but they're quite cool things at the same time, and I wanted to make sure you guys were fully aware about them. So we're going to be covering voice commands within Call of Duty Ghost, which is a new feature to the Call of Duty series, character customization and what that may entail in terms of actually the physical aspects and changes to your characters, and also the dog, which will be a very big part within the single player and could be involved in some form within multiplayer. So first of all, the actual voice recognition and the voice commands that will be integrated into Call of Duty Ghost. So far I've only got confirmation that the Kinect system with the Xbox One will have the ability to use the voice commands. I'd assume that both the PS4 using its eye sensor and even perhaps the Xbox 360 with the old Kinect and maybe even the PS3 with the old eye sensor may be possible of these voice commands as well, but so far I've only got confirmation of the Xbox One and that Kinect system having the ability to use voice commands. We don't have any actual in-depth information as to how the voice commands will be used. I'm going to assume this is very much going to be single player based, and this will actually link into the dog and how the dog will be involved within the single player as well. I don't see this being used very much within multiplayer. If it is going to be used in any form within multiplayer, I don't see it being very useful. If you actually think about shouting a command rather than pressing a button on your controller, pressing a button is a lot more responsive. If you've got your speakers on and somebody's shouting something down their microphone and then the Kinect sensor picks up somebody else speaking, they could accidentally do a voice command for you, call in a kill streak by accident. I don't think the voice commands are going to be used very much within multiplayer. However, with single player and linking into the dog, which is going to be one of your main companions within the single player, the dog actually has a lot of features on it. The dog has a camera on its back. It actually has little speakers going into both of its ears, and you can actually communicate with your dog even if it's not directly next to you using a speaker system. So if you have your Kinect on your Xbox One set up and you're telling your dog to attack or to bark at someone or to go and check out a certain area, you can talk into your Kinect system. That can be transferred over to your dog. Your dog can go off on sort of like lone missions and your dog can actually go off on lone missions, be a sort of lone soldier. It can go out and do its own thing and maybe access areas that your main character wouldn't be able to access. I think the dog is going to be a very cool companion within the single player. They've put a lot of time and effort into actually motion capping the dog to make it look as realistic as possible. I think it's going to be a very cool feature. I'm sure the voice recognition will be used in other ways as well, like calling in certain missiles within single player, talking to your other party members within a certain mission, and just generally giving out the usual commands that we're usually used to giving out just by pressing a button. Now, another very cool feature which is multiplayer specific is actually character customization, and Mark Rubin from Infinity Ward has been quoted to say you can choose the heads, body, helmets, gear and connect with who you want to be as a player. Now the very interesting thing is that CharlieIntel.com picked up on is the fact that this character customization is already directly available within Call of Duty Online. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't know what Call of Duty Online is. It's actually the Chinese version of Call of Duty. It's a free-to-play version. It blends together a lot of the Call of Duties, I believe, as Call of Duty 4 maps, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 maps and guns all mixed in together. So score streaks are mixed in together, perks are mixed in together, and guns are mixed in together. It's basically all of the Call of Duty elements from those three games mixed together for a free-to-play version for everyone to play within China, because they're not actually allowed to have Xboxes, so they can't actually play normal Call of Duty. So this is a very different version of Call of Duty that we're used to, but within Call of Duty Online in China they've already implemented character customization options, and on screen here you can see some of that. You can change your headgear, you can change your shoes, you can change your gloves, lots and lots of different character customization I think we'll see carried over into multiplayer Call of Duty Ghost, which is very exciting to see, and this sort of sneak peek will probably be very similar as to how it's going to be implemented into the final game later this year. So I wanted to know what you guys thought about voice commands, whether you thought it would work within multiplayer at all, if there's any sort of situations where you can see being able to shout a command rather than press a button is actually more useful, or how you think it could be implemented into single player to make it more interesting and to make the missions more immersive. I I think it's going to be very cool being able to use voice commands and have your own personal dog, the name of which the dog we're unsure of at the moment, and it will work out to be a very cool companion within a lot of the missions, and hopefully the character customization is just as in depth as it is within the Chinese version of Call of Duty Online. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I wanted to fill you in with all of these little details on Call of Duty Ghosts that you may not know about. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't seen any of my recent videos, check out some of the hidden camos within Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that are within the game files, a new Black Ops 2 live episode, and also more videos that can just be found within my channel. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.